How's it going? Got 2 more drinks to try out today. Just gonna make sure everything is working. That looks good. It's public. And check this one. I'm gonna do this simulcast live stream drink review thing that I usually do now. It's pretty fun. Like trying things. Anyways, I'm gonna do my little presentation on each drink and then check the chats and see if anyone commented afterwards, which is usually not the case, but that's okay. Yeah. Anyways, got energy drink, Rainstorm, Peach Nectarine, and then we've got Bodyarmor Tropical Passionfruit sports drink. Let's start with the energy drink. Yeah. Okay. Take a look at this Rainstorm Clean Energy Peach Nectarine. Let's see what the size is here. 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. Cover the nutrition facts. 10 calories, 270 milligrams of sodium. That's quite a bit. I probably should not have comboed it with a sports drink. Oh well. Very high sodium. Anyways, I'll redo that. Nutrition facts. 270 milligrams of sodium, 10 calories, 3 grams of total carbohydrates, and that's it. Does have vitamin A, B3, B12, pantothenic acid, chromium, which is one I don't usually see in here. Vitamin C, B6, B7, and zinc. And then the ingredients, there's a lot going on here. Carbonated water, citric acid, they say pH control, sodium citrate, natural flavors, caffeine, panic ginseng extract, acetylene potassium, and sucralose, which are sugar alternatives, low-calorie sweeteners. Do your research on those so you know what you're drinking. Ascorbic acid, vitamin C, zinc, salt, other vitamins that they are in the other list. There's green tea extract, 45% EGCG, guarana extract, which is often used in energy drinks. Beta carotene for color. There's some type of GUAY-USA extract. No idea what that is. Anyways, it is made in Los Angeles, California. It has 200 milligrams of caffeine for this 12-ounce can, so we're getting a lot of salt and a lot of caffeine. Give you a close-up of it. There it is, Rainstorm Clean Energy. Peach Nectarine. Peach flavor and other natural flavors. 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. We got 10 calories, 270 milligrams of sodium, 3 total carbohydrates. And we've got our, whoops, just hit my elbow on the desk. Anyways, vitamin A, B3, B12, pantothenic acid, chromium, vitamin C, B6, B7, zinc. There you can see the percentages. Sometimes they show amounts, sometimes they show percentages. It depends on how large the can is. These are daily value percentages, so it's kind of just guessing at what that means. There's the ingredients. Carbonated water, citric acid, sodium citrate, natural flavors, ginseng extract, aspartame, potassium, and sucralose. Again, those are low-calorie sweetener sugar alternatives. Green tea extract. Yeah, a lot going on here. And then it's got the 200 milligrams of caffeine. Anyways. Let's pop this open. Yeah. Got a slight amber color, like a bit of a yellow. See the carbonation, looks fine. It mentioned beta carotene for color. So it should be likely just natural coloring. Oh, it's a big list of stuff, so I'll have to read through it again. Looks good. There you go. I missed a bunch of their marketing material on the side. Gonna look at that, but it's all of their marketing, so it's not really. Yeah. Anyways, let's do a smell test. It does have a peach smell. Also, some sort of highly engineered smell. Yeah. Anyways, it smells decentish. There's the Rainstorm Peach Nectarine. Let's try it out. Pretty strong flavor to it. The peach is very noticeable, and it tastes decently realistic. I would say that the nectarine is at least some sort of orange, like, yeah, nectarine probably makes sense. I do taste that as well. Priced, it tastes pretty decent to me. The sweeteners in here obviously are going to have a specific taste to them themselves. It's potassium and sucralose. And if you're used to just regular sugar, it's going to be different. I'm not a huge fan of these two sweeteners, but I drink them because I do these reviews and such. But yeah, it's okay. It sweetens the drink and then it's low calorie. So, but do your research on those sweeteners to understand what you're drinking. Carbonation now is pretty minimal. So let me try it from the can here. Even from the can, the carbonation's like not intense. So if you prefer drinks that have a ton of carbonation, this probably isn't it. But I still think it would work fine pouring it into a glass and then having ice with it because it has a pretty good amount of flavor. So yeah. There is a lot of sodium in here, 270 milligrams. I mean, a lot for a drink, right? 270 milligrams, 12% of your daily value on one 12-ounce can of energy drink. Yeah. I do think it's noticeable in the drink, but sometimes salt adds flavor, or you can taste things more with salt in it. So that's probably part of why it's so intensely flavored. Anyways, I personally think the flavor is pretty nice. The smell is a little off to me, but whatever. It does have a lot of vitamins and minerals in here. 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is going a little bit towards the higher end of caffeine amount, but it's not crazy. Usually 300 milligrams is the point where I'm like, okay, that's excessive, but 200 is still quite a bit. It's just not, encroaching on way too much. Anyways, yeah, it's got the sugar alternative sweeteners. It's kind of the common standard for drinks like this, the sucralose and the aspartame potassium. Other than that, the sodium, again, quite a bit, 12% of your daily value, 270 milligrams. Yeah. Overall, I'd say it's worth checking out if you like energy drinks and you're okay with 200 milligrams of caffeine. The flavor seems decent. And then also if you're okay with those specific sweeteners that they use in this one. But yeah, seems all right to me. That was the Rainstorm Peach Nectarine. Next. Well, anyways, let's see. No comments? No? If you are following or watching on Amazon, it'd be cool if you could follow that page. Definitely could use some more interactions and stuff on there. Anyways, next we've got Bodyarmor Tropical Passionfruit. They call it a sports drink. See a bunch of stats on here. The interesting thing about this one is that it is 10% coconut water. 110 calories for the bottle, which is 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. It's kind of hard to read this label because I've got light from the side and then it's a dark mix of, I'll show it up close in a bit here, but 30 milligrams of sodium, 25 total sugars, 23 grams of added sugars, 0 grams protein. Then we've got potassium, vitamin C, niacin, folate, pantothenic acid, zinc, magnesium. Sorry, I've been drinking a carbonated drink. Vitamin A, E, B6, B12, magnesium. Yep. And for the ingredients, filtered water, cane sugar, coconut water, concentrate, citric acid, and then their electrolyte blend, which, if we look at the sodium content, it says 30 milligrams, which is low, but this electrolyte blend, I guess, doesn't apply to that on the nutrition facts because they say 790 milligrams of electrolytes. And then if we look at the actual ingredients for those, dipotassium phosphate, magnesium oxide, zinc oxide. So for whatever, I'd have to do research on how this applies and how they work as electrolytes. But it's not straight up just sodium. That's interesting. And we've got some of the vitamins. There's gum arabic, natural tropical passion fruit flavor with other natural flavors. Steviol glycoside, stevia sweetener. So Stevia is a low-calorie sugar alternative. And we've got beta carotene for color and beta apo 8 something for color as well. Anyways, do a little zoom in. Tropical passion fruit. 790 milligrams of electrolytes, natural flavors, coconut water, and then this is 16 fluid ounce. There we go. Let's try to get a close up of that. 10% coconut water, 110 calories. 30 milligrams of sodium. 23. Sorry, I'm hearing things in the background that are funny. Anyways, 25 grams of total carbohydrates, 23 grams of added sugars, and then we've got all of those vitamins and such. Potassium, vitamin C, niacin, folate, pantothenic acid, zinc, vitamin A, E, B6, B12, and magnesium. Then the big list of ingredients. Yeah. So the main things, obviously, at the top are the most ingredient, like the most quantity. Filtered water, cane sugar, coconut water. So it's odd to me that they would bother adding stevia sweetener to this when they're already adding a large amount of cane sugar. But, it is what it is. In the US, we love sweet drinks, I guess. I don't personally, but yeah. Anyways, that's the big ingredients list. And they've got on the top of the bottle, got their little logo thing. Anyways, bring this up. All right. See what it looks like. There we go. It's very yellow, orange yellow. Almost looks like orange juice, but more of like a yellow tint to it. That's the beta carotene and the beta apo 8 something. Carotenol. My pronunciations are not great, so don't use my pronunciations as fact of what the heck these things actually are supposed to be pronounced like. Anyways, that's what it looks like. Yeah, let's do a smell test. It smells pretty nice. This does not have any fruit in it. It does have coconut water, which is, I guess, a fruit, so that counts, right? But it doesn't have actual whatever passion fruit is and looks like. It says natural tropical passion fruit flavor with other natural flavors. So who knows what that actually means, but anyways, it smells pretty nice. Again, this is the Bodyarmor Tropical Passion Fruit. Let's try it out. Very pleasant tasting. Definitely notice the bit of citrusy, a little bit sour, sweet flavor to it. Yeah. Nice combination of fruity flavor. It's not super intense tasting. but I think it's pleasant. So with, is it standard? Sorry, I can't read up close with my glasses anymore. Man, the lighting is difficult. Yeah, it's standard cane sugar, coconut water. With the cane sugar and coconut water, it's just a very pleasant tasting drink to me. Yeah, fruity flavor, the sweetener and everything isn't super intense. Obviously, with cane sugar, you're gonna get the calories. So 110 calories. It's not a low calorie drink by any means, but you're getting their electrolyte blend, which isn't specifically sodium because there's 30 milligrams of sodium, which is low for an energy drink, but they're using different ingredients. I haven't done research on that to understand what the difference is, but it's dipotassium phosphate, magnesium oxide, and zinc oxide as their electrolytes. So take that for what it is. Anyways, yeah, it's just a nice, pleasant, fruity flavor. It does remind me a little bit of orange juice, but not nearly as intense as like straight orange juice. So whatever passion fruit is supposed to taste like, I don't really know if it's anything close to this passion fruit. So hard to say, but the tropical name makes sense. So if you like that kind of direction of a fruit taste plus sugar and coconut water, I think you'll probably like this one. Yeah, I like it. I think it's very nice tasting. I like the addition of the coconut water. Obviously, 110 calories, that's quite a bit of calories for a drink. So, up to you if you want to go that route instead of some sort of artificially sweetened drink. Now, it does also have the stevia sweetener in here, which I feel like is probably not necessary, but it's down towards the bottom of the ingredients list. So, it's probably not a huge amount in here, but at least know that's in here and do your own research on stevia and understand if that's something you want to consume. I always mention that with those sugar alternative low calorie sweeteners. Stevia is one of the more recent ones, one of the quote unquote natural, healthier quote unquote ones. But again, do your own research and understand what it is and all that. Yeah. Anyways, I like it. I think it tastes nice. It's a good potentially option for sports and stuff. But yeah, that was the Bodyarmor Tropical Passion Fruit. All right. So I'm going to sign out. If you're on Amazon, if you want to follow the stream or the page on there, that would be great. Uh, Besides that, also on YouTube, if you want to follow on there, that would also be awesome. But I'm going to sign out. See ya. I go by Scotty Joe Food Reviews on stuff like this, but also my full name on photography, videography stuff, as well as tech, I suppose. I keep doing quotes lately. Tech, I suppose, for my technology, computing type reviews and stuff as well. So, yeah, there we go.